First of all, welcome back to this ongoing session. I share one sheet with you, a CSV file containing some data set. Okay. So we are using this file today and during the hands-on session. So what you will do? First, I need to share my screen. Then I will explain one by one. So my screen is visible and you can see this is my download directory. Okay. So in download directory, this one, I create one folder. In the same way, you can create this type of the folder. Okay. So that you can easily access. And there are two files. There are two files you can see. One is healthcare data visualization ADA. Okay. In this file, all the entire coding part is there, which I have prepared for you. And the second file, which you can see this one, this is CSV file. Okay. Which contain all the data set which we needed to analyze and various type of the operations to understand the data set we will do by using this file. Okay. So what you will do, you will create one folder and anywhere. Okay. Or the another way is just you will open your Anaconda. Okay. Open the Anaconda and you can create your directory. So when you will open the Anaconda, you will have this space, as you can see. Okay. So you can create your own directory or the previously, if you are using any directory or the folder in your system, you can use the same, just like I have created this one. Okay. So this is the suppose that day 3 and after a long time I am not using this one. Okay. So for the today's session I can do. I can create one new folder and see this is the new one. Okay. It is day 4. Okay. And enter. Then after again enter, this will open. Then after you will upload the file which I share with you, that is CSV1, CSV. Okay. So you will click from the download directory where you have. But the problem is that I create one directory, one folder. Okay. In this folder, I have this file. I have this file. Okay. So just you will click on open. So the file will be available in your current directory. You also do this task parallelly so that after that you don't have any kind of the problem, because the first time this part is very crucial and many times we have the problem to use for the real data set. Okay. So in this way, you will create one directory in your system and upload the file. Okay. And you can also upload the second file, which I did not share with you. Okay. So I will share this file also later on, but first you need only this file. Okay. So if you have done this part, please let me know. Do this part first. And all these must be there, as you can see at the local host. Okay, file has done. Other participant, please confirm me. Do reply yes, no. I request to all the participants, please do this part. You should have, yeah, please do, please do. I can wait for you. You can directly open the Anaconda, then open the Jupyter notebook, and you can create any folder anywhere. Okay, just like you can see in this directory, on the very first day, I created this folder day 1. Okay, and just now I created this folder. How you can do? By using this sign, okay, and click on new folder. So then you can rename it. Okay, this is day 5 and enter. Okay, if you want to open this directory, again click on it. Now this is open. And if you want to upload the file, okay, sir, I have kept in day 5. No problem. You can actually, the thing is, you must be the clear concept about how you can create the directory, how you can upload the data set. If you have the Jupyter file, just like I will share with you. So how you can upload there. Okay, just like you can see, I again upload the file. See, I check this file. Okay, you can see healthcare dataset is there. Again, I click on and I select this file. Okay, so you can select all the files all together, and all the files will be there in your WhatsApp. Sorry, in this folder which you have created. Okay, so I hope all the participant this directory has created, and you put the file in that particular folder. Got it? Now what you will do, you will open this new file, Python 3. Just click on it. Okay, new file will open. Okay, after this file will open, you will give the name to the file, rename it. Okay, and everyone can do. Everyone can rename the file. How you will do? Go to the view, and here is header. Okay, now just you will click on it, and at this place you will use new file, rename it just like by using healthcare. I am using healthcare altogether. Then EDA, and rename it. So this is the healthcare EDA. Okay, so when this task you have performed, now after that what you will do, see, you will perform this task. Okay, don't worry about all the information which I write at this place. Okay, so what you will do by using this file, all the task I have write, so that you can have the idea what we are going to do at this place. Okay, so this is the healthcare data set is there, and by using Python notebook, we will demonstrate here some practical tasks just like data visualization and exploratory data analysis, which is EDA for this healthcare data set. Okay, so these are the topics which we are going to cover. Data set inspection, missing value, histogram, box plot, variant plot, scatter plot, pair plot, correlation, etc. All these are the topics which are included in this file. Okay, you are not required to write everything, don't worry. What you need, you are required to use this part. Okay, so you are required to write this import pandas SPD. Then where you will write? Where you will write? You will write all this. But I am very smart because I have open. I have complete all my tasks. Okay, so just you will write in new shell, as you can see, import pandas SPD, import numpy as np, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, import seaborn as sns. These 4 libraries are required, which is very essential. Okay, simply write all these 4 statements in your existing shell. Because when we will use some data set, we need to understand the data set. We are required these 4 libraries. Pandas we are using for the data frame, numpy some type of the numerical type operation which are required. We can use it, And for Matplotlib and Seaborn, as I told you yesterday, these two libraries are highly useful to visualize the data set. Okay, so two libraries, one by one we discuss, and two libraries by using the data set, and the data set which we are using is the real data set. Okay, so the today's session will main focus on how you can read the data set. Okay, and what are the essential libraries which you need, and after that how you can perform all type of the operations which you need to apply on the real data set. Okay, so then after, if all these three statements, as you can see, you have right here, you are required to run all these statements first, because when you will execute by press Control and Enter, only then these libraries will be imported in your system at this Jupyter notebook. Now, after that, you can, if you are interested to write this statement, you can write. If you are not, don't worry, these are not essential for us. Okay. So these are the, when you will get this file, you can see, but I will let you know. These are the display setting. These are the, just like PD dot set option, display maximum colon. Okay. None. We did not fix it anything. If you want, we can do. PD dot set option, display float number lambda x up to 2 decimal places. If there are any, the meaning of this one, this is the lambda function, which we are familiar now. And f, this is the f function. So whenever any value will be taken from the data set, only up to 2 decimal places. The meaning of this is dot to f, only 2 decimal places the values will be taken. If there are 4 decimal place or 6 decimal place, so this will automatically fix. Okay, and then you can see the SNS dot set theme. This is used to set the theme purpose, and this statement is required to use. All the libraries are important which we are using here. Okay, so if you are interested to write all these, it's okay. If you will not write, this is not the problem. Okay, now the important part is, the next is, which is very important, we are required to read the data set. Okay, see very carefully when you will use this statement to read the data set. Okay, this is the new file. I am taking here new shell. Okay, you will write this one. So when this is the file name exactly which we are using. Okay, so you will write here df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv. See this code. You have to write this one. Okay, then after, what you will do, always keep in mind, always you will come here at this place and you will right click on it, then click on rename. So then after click Control A. So you are required to copy this entire name of the file. Sometimes our characters are not matched with this one, and okay, so while writing we can have any type of the error. So to avoid any type of the error, to import the file or to put the name of the file where we are required to read. So this is the way. Once again, what you will do, this is the CSV file. Okay, this is the CSV file. You will right click on it. You will right click on it and then rename. Only the healthcare underscore dataset will be selected, but we need with the extension. Copy, then come to back here at this place, and what you will do here, you will use a double quote sign, and between these two put the file name. So this is the right way how you can use the file name, so that without any error we can use it. So at this place, what you will do, you will press Control and Enter. So if there is no error, it means your file has been imported, has been read, and stored inside DF. DF is the data frame where your entire information is stored there. Yes, this part I will discuss with you. So this is the simplest way. Yeah, if the file exists in the other directory, that also we can use. Okay, but first the thing is this is the very simplest way. Okay, so when you are performing some data analytic, so always to avoid any kind of the error, okay, you can easily use all the files in if all the files are in single directory. Okay, there will be no any kind of the error without any interruption. You can import the file. You can read the file. This is a very simplest way. Okay. So there are other multiple options. This is the very first experiment. Okay. So I hope you have completed this part. Then what you will do, if you will use here control shift and enter, you can see new shell automatically appear when you will use shift plus enter. Now df dot head, control and enter. Okay. So here you can see our data is now we can display at the page. Df dot head, using this one, all the head names means all the column which you can see here are there. But when you will use only df dot head, only first 5 entries will be there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are first 5 rows. Okay, first 5 entries means first 5 rows are there. Okay, and you can see here now. If you think that you need some first 50 rows or first 10 rows, you can put the number at this. So when you will put here number, so you can see here first 50 entries are there. Control and enter. Okay, you can see. Okay, you can see these are first 50 entries are there. 49 means 0 to 49. Okay, these. Pardon? Any question? Ish Mohammed, do you have any question? Okay. So when you will use 50, so first 50 entries, okay, are there, you can see. If you are using here tail, okay, if you are using here tail, control and enter. So these are the last 5 rows are there. These are last 5 rows. So this data set contain approximately 7,000 plus entries are there. Okay, and various columns you can see. And in this data set, some values are nan. You can see some values are nan. Okay, so some missing values are also there. So this is the data set. So overview about how many variables will be there, how many entries are there. So this is only the very small basic information about the entire data set, how we can import, how we can read it. Okay, so this is the very first part. After that, all the things which you need to apply, all the functions, okay, are very quite simple. Only at this level, if you have performed this part, you read the file and you apply the tail function and head function, and all these are working properly, then there is no issue. Just we are required to use only df. Def means this variable. So all the information about the data set which is in our CSV file. So if you want to open the CSV file, you are required to click on it, and you can see all the information which is available in this data frame. Okay, so you can see this is the entire data set. All the values are there. Okay, and yeah, 7,043 entries are there. Okay, and on the top you can see the column names. Okay, how many these are? So you can scroll and you can check. This is the last one. This is the test result. Okay, medication, discharge, admission, room, billing. So okay, so all these we can check only. We can check all this information. We are not required to open the CSV file at this place. But as we are very beginner, so if very first when you will observe and when you will import the file, you have the confidence that the information which we see inside this CSV file, the same is also there. Okay, so this will build the confidence. Okay, now you can see, yes, from this place when you have read the file, okay, and at this place I enter here, print dataset load successfully. Okay, that's why this statement is here. If you want to check the shape of the dataset, okay, shape. So you can use shape function, just like you can see here. You can apply this statement in your dataset. Print df.shape only. Not required to use this one. If you are you want to use, you can do. But by using only this statement, you can have this is the size shape of the data set. So you can see here 15 columns are there and 7,043 are entries. So this is the shape of the data set. So very simple. Just we are using the shape function. And in the previous session, we all these functions which we are using here, we discussed already in data frame and some of them in NumPy. So many functions when you will observe here are same and we are using in that manner. Only the difference will be when we visualize the data set. Okay, so here you can see in the next column we have the head. Just now you have applied this function. Okay, and you can check it. I have run this entire, just I will demonstrate one by one. So you can in initial you can apply this operation, so that by seeing this one, and I think you are observing, and parallelly you can apply all these operations. Okay, so after applying the df dot head, all the columns will be there. Also you can apply in the next column to demonstrate last 5 rows, that is df dot tail. Okay, step by step. Okay, this is the complete process how you can apply all these operations. Okay, so now this is the real data set. So first thing is how you can read the data set when you have the CSV file, that part is completed. Now, various functions which we are going to use here, some of them are familiar because in the last session, we have discussed all these functions. Okay, now is the part we are using the real data set. How we can read the data set, how we can apply the previous information which we had discussed in the previous 2 sessions. So all these things we are going to discuss, we are going to cover here one by one, and this will help you for the real data set. Okay, so now come to the next level. Understand the data structure. Okay, understand the data structure. Actually, this is the new way. You can see when we check the shape of the data. So shape of the data contain number of rows and number of columns. But if you want to separate, if you want to print all this separate, so there are rows are there, then comma, columns are there, is equal to the same function. We did not change anything. df dot shape we are using now. F is some function which we can use with for string. Okay, so that the value this can be easily by using this F function. You can use here rows, colon, comma. So all the values which are available here will return here. And similarly, you can use F number of the variables, colon, and at this place you will use curly bracket. Okay, inside you will use this variable. Okay, so all the information by using the f function. This is some dynamic type. Okay, so this will automatically check the values from rows and column count, and these will be when you will execute this shell, as you can see. So the number of the observations are 7043 by using this statement. Okay, and the number of the variables which you can see here by using this statement. Okay, so the columns are extracted from this place, and the input argument is at this place. Similarly, we have the rows. So if sometimes you want to use the statement in this way, you can use because some type of the use of string function. This is the one of the type. Okay, so simply at many places we use by using the simple quote sign, then comma, and we call the function. But here this is based on function. Okay, so you can see all the entire the number of the observation plus the value which we want to import here are inside quote sign. Okay, so very small difference. So you can see by using this we have. Then after we have the column names. Are you trying this function? Then we have the column names. Okay, so df is the data frame, and from the data frame we want to extract only the column names. Dot column will be there, then to list dot to list function. Okay, so this will extract all the column names by using this to list. Okay, simply we can use also df dot column we have tried. Okay, and when you will use it dot to list, so all the names will be in the list form. Okay, so here you can see the names which are extracted at this place are in the list format. So here you can see a left bracket is there. Okay, and then you can see here is right bracket. So all the entries, all the values which will be in square bracket will be list. So this was because of this to list function. Okay, convert this information into list. Present the header name, column name in the form of list. So this is very simple. Only the statement or the inputs which we are using, only the syntax we are required to understand. Okay, so you can try this statement. Yes. Got it? Any doubt? Okay. Yes, you have created. So if you will reply me in the chat box, so we can accordingly proceed. Okay, thank you. So now you can see to check the data type. What you will do in the new shell. How you can take the new shell? Either you will press on the plus sign, or you can press shift plus enter. Okay, this is the shortcut key. Shift plus enter. You will have new shell. When you want to perform that, this statement will execute, and also we can have new shell. Okay, so what you will do? Shift plus enter. If you will use control plus enter, in that case, only the statement which you put at this place will execute. But you want to see that the statement will also executed and new shell also will appear. Okay, so in that case, you will use shift plus how to convert a data type. Okay, here we are not required to convert a data type. Okay, so whenever we need, we will perform. So actually, the first thing is, so all these things, all the things, this will be in the sequence. Okay, so what in the very beginning, First, you must understand what is inside your data. Okay. Then after, if it is required, how to convert the data we discussed in the previous session. But now the thing is what we need for the existing data set. So the very first part is, first we are required to understand the entire data set. Okay. And after that, what are the prompts with your data set? Just like there will be some duplicate entries will be there. There will be some missing values will be there. We have to understand the association with the variables. Are these variables are corrected or not? Okay. Descriptive static we are required to understand. Okay. Data cleaning, pre-processing, these are the very, very essential part. After that, we need any kind of the change we can do. But the very first thing which I make all these things in the sequence. Okay, so that you can apply. So first the is pre-processing. Pre-processing and data cleaning means first we need to understand the data set. If there, and by understanding, if there are some missing values or some new parameters are required. Okay, just like we have the patient height and weight are given, but body mass index is missing. Okay, so by using these two variables, we can find the body mass index. So if any variable which we are required to for the study and we need to introduce here, we can do. So the very first part is to handle the data set, clean the data set, prepare the data to apply any kind of the statistical analysis. So this is the very, very essential part. So first we are performing only the essential part which we need to discuss here. Okay. So then after you can see we have df.info. So when you will use this info function, this will check the type of the data set. Okay. So data you can convert if you know the data. If you don't know which type of the data is there. Okay. So what is the meaning to convert the data type? Okay. No null information. Okay. Is there any shell is empty or not? We need to check this thing. So when you will use only df.info. So, okay. So you can see this information will be there by using only info. This will return all the information which you can see on my desktop, which you can see on my desktop. Okay. See now. Yes. Class pandas data frame. Range index 7043, entries starting from 0 to 7042. Okay, because this is because of index in Python, and index in Python starting from 0. Okay, then the total column you can see here 15, and in the first column, here, these are the index only. Okay, and in the second column you can see all these are the head name. Okay, these are the variables. These are the features of the data. Name, age, gender. Okay, these are column name. Then you can see at in the no null, you can see all the values are same. Okay, all the values are same. 7043, 7043. Then after we have 7042. Okay, so it means there is some problem with our data set. Okay, so all the entries must be equal. Then no null. And last column you can see data type. Okay, so here you can see the name is object type. Then you can see the age. Here the integer values are there. Then after these values you can see from this place to this one. All these are object. Then after billing amount, room number, these are float values. Okay. Then you can see these are the object. So this is the entire information about our data set. Okay, so by using only this simple function, and you can type this function df.info, and this will return the same information which is available in my desktop. Okay, because data we are using same, so there must be no confusion. There must be no confusion. Then after you can see we can have describe, describe function. So when you will use the describe function, this will return the statistical summary of numerical variables. Okay, only the numerical variables. Okay, just like these are the object. Okay, these will not be used. Only the, just like age, then we have billing amount, room number. So only these values will be used. These are numerical values. No non-numerical value will be used for describe. Okay, so here you can see when you will use describe function, there are three variable: age, billing amount, room number. Only these are numerical value, and you can see the count. Count of age is 7043, but for billing amount and room number, these are 7042. And mean of all the values, you can see the mean of these three variable: STD, minimum, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and maximum value. So by using only the describe function, we can have all this information. If here you will use a dot t, we are using for transpose. T we are using for transpose. So when you will use here control and enter, you can see we use for transpose of the matrix. Okay, and the data set which you are observing here is also some type of the matrix. So the same operation we can see, you can see here. So the entire information changed in the rows are converted into column. Okay, so you can see very carefully by using this one, you have this information. Okay, count are there, mean, standard deviation, minimum. These are the minimum value of all these three values, these three variables, and these are the maximum value. Okay, then you can see the minimum first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q2 will be equal to mean. Okay, then after that you are required to check the data quality. What is the meaning of data quality? Data quality means, are there any missing value or not? Are there any Okay, thank you for your patience. Yeah, yes. Due to electric cut shutdown suddenly. Yes, I am restarting my system. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, my Anaconda is opening. I have shared my screen. And this is Jupyter notebook. Okay. So I was okay. This is the download. And in the download, I have this directory, right? We were using this one. Yes. So I will execute all the shell so that we can cover easily. Yes, so this part we have covered. Tail also we have discussed, understood the variable, then check the data quality. This is the very important part because if our data is not ready to use for any kind of the operation or ready to the statistical analysis. Okay, So to better understand, we have to remove all these unexpected data type which is not required, suspicious numerical values or inconsistent categorical values, or there can be some duplicate entries. Okay, missing values are there. So all these we are required to discuss here. Okay, so here we have the operation which is side by side. You can also try. You can use all these. See, so first, if you want to check the missing values, okay, see is null. Yesterday we talked about is null. Is null is a operation. See this one is null dot sum. Okay, then we have the sort value ascending false. Okay, so these missing value will be there counted, and then after we will print here. Sorry, why this is appearing here? Okay, so when we will use here, okay, you can see in each column in the hospital, insurance. So here we use sort values ascending fast. Okay, so when we will use ascending fast, it means this will be in the descending order. So in hospital, insurance, and the other variables which you are observing, we have some missing values. And in name, age, gender, blood type, medical condition, date of admission, doctor, all these values are 0. It means there is no missing value. Only the above parameters which you can see, there are one entries are missing in each variable. Just by using this statement. By using missing is equal to df dot is null dot sum will count all the missing value. Okay, if there are missing, then we use here sort underscore value. So this will be you can present as a ascending order or in descending order. It's our choice. Okay, and then we are writing here print the missing column if there are, and then display missing to the frame missing value. Okay, so this is the data frame. You can see about the missing values in the descending order. Then if you want to check the duplicate entries, duplicate record, we have duplicated. This function we have discussed yesterday. Duplicated. Duplicated means if we have multiple entries of the same variable. Okay, repeated. So this is the duplicated entries. If there are, we can check by using this one. Dot sum, this will count the total sum and will store inside duplicate count. And this statement we are using here to print the duplicate count. If you want to write this code in your sheet, you can try. Okay, if you are not able to write everything parallel to with me, this file will be available after the session. You can try all these operations. Okay, so here you can see the number of the duplicate are 0. It means there is no duplicate entry. If there is any duplicate entry, then we have to handle. Okay, we have to handle the duplicate entry. So to handle duplicate entry, for that we have to apply some other operations. We have to drop the value. Okay, so the duplicate entries are not required. If there is, we can delete, drop the duplicate entry by using drop function. And if you want to check the along with the unique values, okay, so unique values of the categorical variable. So there are some variables which are categorical, okay, non-numerical values are there. So if you want to check the unique values in these categorical candidate or the variables, you can see gender, okay, blood type, medical condition, then we have the admission type, medication, test result, and insurance provider. So these are non-numerical values in this variable. Okay, so these are the categorical variable. So we want to check the unique values inside. Okay, how many values are unique? So what you will do for that? Yes. So we are using here for loop. Okay, and see how we are using for column. So these are the column name. Okay, in categorical candidate. Okay, then column. If call in df column, okay, print. If there is any missing, or then this will count. Df dot column, this will count. Okay, this will take the column name from our data frame. Okay, then print f n call, and print df dot call dot value count. Okay, so these two statement which we are using, this will be used for the variable name, and if there are any you can say the unique values, so this will count the unique values and print with. So as you can see here, male and female, their count unique values are there. Okay, how many are male and how many are female? Okay, then after you have the blood type. You have the next is blood type. So these are the blood type you can see here. So two column are there. One is this is the categorical and this is the type and the unique values. Okay, how many are unique values for B positive, A plus, AB positive, and so on. Similarly, we can have the medical condition. Okay, these are the disease type, and these are the unique values with respect to all these, because this is the data set for patient. Okay, so actually we have applied at this place for loop. So one by one, automatically this will choose all these variable, okay, which are associated with the categorical type of the data. Okay, so here we apply the for loop. So according to this for loop, one by one, all these variable will be taken, and from the entire data set, this will return the unique values. Okay, so here are the medical condition. Then you can see the admission type. Then we have the you can see the medication. Okay, you can see, and their unique values. Then the test result you can see also. Okay, so all this we have the information by using only yes. After that, identify the numerical and categorical variable. Okay, so if you want to identify by using automatically, we can do very easy, because sometimes when we have the very large data set, here variables are only 15 variable. If there are variables more than 100, then what you will do? So in that case, we can use this statement that will automatically extract how many variables contain numerical value and how many variables are there containing categorical data. Okay, so for that, what we can do, we can store in two variables. This is the variable where we will store those variable containing numerical values. Okay, these are numerical column. How we can do? df is the data frame. From that we will select the data type. We will select the data type. Okay, include which type of the data? np dot number. Okay, the column having the numbers only. Okay, then dot columns and to list. So these will be returned in list format. Okay, to list we have used in the very beginning. So all the variables will appear in list, and here you can see categorical data. Okay, and the way at the place is same function we are using, but in the place of include we are using object. Okay, so when we will check the data type, so object is there where non-numerical values will be there. Information is there. Okay. And the other, you can see columns dot to list. This is the same way. So only in the place of number, we are using here object. Okay. So all the other statement you can see is complete same. Just to check whether you need numerical data, how many variables are there which containing numerical, and how many variables are there which are containing non-numerical, means object type. Okay, so by using all these two statement, automatically your data will be segregated in two part. One will contain only the numerical values and other will contain only categorical columns. Okay, so here you can use this statement to print the numerical column, and this we are using for categorical columns. Okay, so when you will execute, you can see these are numerical variables. These are non-numerical variables, means categorical data set. Okay, so this is the way how we can do. Okay, because in the very beginning I told you that before applying any statistical method or applying any machine learning model, you must first understand the data. Everything we are required to understand. Okay, then if there is any missing values, duplicate entries, we are required to check all these things. Data cleaning is first step, then pre-processing. Okay, so here is the distribution analysis. So what you will do by using distribution analysis, how your data is scattered. Okay, so just like a distribution analysis help us to understand central tendency, dispersion, shape, skewness, curtices, potential outliers if there is. Okay, so all these operations we will use here. Okay, so if you have studied static, all these operations you are familiar. If you don't study, then don't worry. Okay, so this is the note of the part, whether you have studied or not. But here, everything is important is we are discussing practically. Okay, how we can deal with real data set. Some theoretical part is also essential. So with respect to all these function which we are observing here, so I sent 3-4 cheat sheet. Okay, and I hope that you have studied. So the properties and definitions are there if you need more detail. So we can cover these three sheet which I share with you. So first, let us see what happened with when we are using all these operations with our real data set. Okay, so everything now we are discussing with real data set. So here you can see this the distribution summary. Okay, and this is the PD dot data frame. So what we are doing with this data frame, you can see mean of all the numerical column. Okay, df numeric under column. Okay, we have already separate all this in the uh, previous shell. Okay, so now we have separate columns containing only the numerical value, and other is containing non-numerical values. So it's our choice. So if you are using this like distribution static, just like mean, median, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, this is the descriptive static operation, and you can see we can directly use them. Okay, just you are required only df is the data frame and we need only numerical column. After that you can apply any function which you need. Very simple. Only our purpose is how we can apply the inbuilt function. We are not using any user defined function. Okay, so this is the one part. This will calculate mean of this column, store inside this variable, for this variable. Then you can see median. Then you can see STD, standard deviation. Then minimum value, maximum value, skewness, and curtices. Okay, so when you will execute, you will see distribution summary. Okay, mean, median, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, skewness, curtaces, age, billing amount, room number. So you can have one question. When we use describe function, the same information which you can see at this place are there, but just like skewness and curtaces, these are new term. These are new term. These are not appear when we use a describe function. So while using the describe function, this will be by default will appear. Okay, which one, which values count will be there, minimum value, maximum value, then first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. Okay, all these will be there. But here everything is customized. What we need to check. Okay, so if you want to apply any other function for this type of the operation, we can use. Okay, very simple to use. Just only the one thing, you must be familiar about uh, the function and how you can use it. Okay, so actually, when we are using this Jupyter notebook and Python along with the libraries, so everything is there, but we need to understand only one thing, which is more essential, how we are using all these inbuilt functions. Just like you can see here, skewness and curtaces, these are new terms, and some of those participants who did not know about what is the meaning of skew and what is the meaning of curtaces can have the problem. What are the meaning of these values? Okay, so these values you will understand only if either you have studied the content which I share with you, or we discuss in the coming session, so that all the terminology which is essential for us with graphically, with the numerical, okay, how these values behave. Okay, correlation, skewness, curtaces. Okay, and probability distribution, normal distribution, binomial distribution. All these help us to understand the entire data set, how is our data is separate. Okay, because if you will see, if you will observe the CSV file, we can't understand anything. But when you will have this information, as you can observe here, numerical value, this makes some sense. This will help us to understand the data set. Okay, we can observe the mean, median, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value in each column. Okay, which are numerical along with the skewness and curtaces. Okay, then you can see the histogram. Okay, then you can see histogram shows the frequency distribution of the numerical variable. So here we are using age, billing amount, and room number. Okay, so for that, for the numerical variables, see how we are using for column. These are column name. Okay, these are column name, and we are using for all these three. Okay, we can use one by one, but here by using for these all three variable in this numeric column. Okay, these three variables are there. Okay, so here we are using for loop, for call in numeric underscore column. This is the plot, PLT. Actually, for matplotlib, pyplot as PLT and cboard. And this is the very simplest example where we are using PLT. Okay, by using the PLT, we want to visualize this data set. Okay, so PLT.figure, fig size, we customize the figure size 8 by 5. So 8 is the length and 5 is the height of the image which will be generated. Then you can see plt.hist histogram, then df call. This call is this one. This is from this one, and these are age, billing amount, room number. Okay. Dot drop now. Drop now we are using for any missing value. Beans we have 30. We can customize. Edge color. Edge color we are using here black. You can use any blue, red according to our choice. Then this is the title. This is the title because there are three variable. Okay, that's why. So for age will be we have different title. For billing amount we have different title. For room number we have different title. That's why we are using F distribution of, if this is the first is the age, then at this place we have age. Then second it will take billing amount, at this place will be billing amount. Then it will take room number, then at this place we will have the room number. Okay, plt dot x label column, and this is the frequency, and this is the plt dot show. Okay, so x label, y label, and plt show. So when you will plot any graph by using Jupyter notebook or in the Python, all these steps are common in all type of the images for plt. Okay, these are common to all type of the images by using plt only. So here what can change? At the place of histogram, we can have bar, we can have box plot. Only the function name can change. Okay. Then a title, we can fix it. X label means the information on the horizontal line, baseline. Y label means information about the vertical line, what we want to display. PLD dot show to visualize the data set. So when you will execute this shell, control and end. Okay. So see now, when you will do control and enter, this is the distribution of age. The age variable is taken, and for age you can see the distribution of age. This is because of, see, distribution of what? First is age variable. That's why distribution of age is there. This is the dynamic programming. Okay, which will function accordingly. So one by one, by using the for loop, each variable will be taken, and the respective graph you can see. Okay, so here you can see this is the complete graph. This one is complete. So in the horizontal line you can see the age, and in this side we have the frequency. On the top we have the distribution of age. Okay, so our in this age group is distributed, as you can see here. These are, we use at the best 30. Okay, we can customize, later on I will show you. And similarly you can see this is the distribution of the billing amount: 0, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. This is the billing amount. How this billing amount is spread, and you can see their count also. Okay, and on the horizontal line we have billing amount. Then you can see in the third one, at the horizontal line we have the room number. Okay, and here is the frequency, and on the top we have distribution of numbers. Now one thing is here. What is the meaning of beans? What is the meaning of beans? If I am using here, suppose that I am using a 50. Control and these vertical lines which you can see, these are the beans. Now these are in count 50. Okay. If you will use here 10, if you are using 10, control. Okay, now this is quite easy to read for you. You can count all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So actually, how many beans are required? Depend upon your size of the data set. How the visualization can help you to understand the data set by using histogram. Okay, so histogram or box plot, bar graph, all these help us to understand the data set by using visualization. Okay, so here see when I change only the one value here, all these three graph automatically change according to this value. Okay, black, you can see that these are the edge color. Okay, boundary color, you can see this is the black. You can use red, you can use any color. Okay, so this is the from real data set, which is available from Excel CSV file. From that, we store read the data set, and then after we are applying all the operations. Only DF, DF is enough where we store the data set. Okay, so here also you can see the CADI curve, histogram with CADI. Okay, so CADI provides the smooth estimate of the underlying probability density. See, the statement is same. Only one thing is different. That is SNS we are using. SNS means seaborne. So when you will use, the important thing is to understand here when you will use a seaborne library. Okay. So the other, just like title or other information which you want to insert here, we can customize by using um, this PLT. Okay, so here only as by using the SNS figure size we are using the same. This statement is same. Okay, so this is the SNS dot hist plot. Okay, see the function only. SNS dot hist plot and data is equal to DF. So here we are taking only X is equal to col. Okay, column name. So here by using this for loop, as we do in the previous, the same thing will be here. Beans is equal to 30, we are taking KDE is equal to 2. So when you will use this KDE is equal to the curve which you can see here, this is the KDE curve. This is all about the how the data your is spreading over here. Okay, the curve will be inserted here, which help us to understanding about the data set, and we can easily get the area of under this curve. Okay, see when you will do scroll down, yeah. So here you can see we when we will use SNS library. Okay, we are required to very small inputs. You can see here we did not put any X label, Y label. You can see all these appeared automatically. Only we put here title. You can see we use only for title. Okay, if you want to customize X label and Y label, then you can use. Otherwise, by default, it will automatically extract histogram and CADI both will be there. Okay, if you will make here CADI is equal to. If you will not use CADI, or you can make it, you can replace true as false. So without this curve, which you are observing here, will appear in the graph. Okay, so as you can see, the entire data set from this place to approximately here, average is same approximately. Okay, very small up and down, but here from this place to this one, the data is increasing. The as x is increasing, so the data is increasing. Okay, and from approximately this point to this point, if you take the area or average point is approximately same. Okay, very less increase or decrease. And then after this point, this is decreasing. Okay, so this curve help us more understanding about the data set. Sometimes we are not able to understand by using these histogram. But if you have the CADI curve, this will help us to for better understanding about the data set, where is the values, the count is increasing and where are they are similar and where the count are decreased. Okay, so approximately you can see from this value to this value, the data is increasing, and approximately from this place to onwards is decreasing. So similarly, you can see in the other billing amount or room number. Okay, box plot. Box plot. What is the meaning of box plot? And I share one box plot sheet also, so that you can have understanding about the box plot and how we can use it. So this is the now real application of the box plot with the real data set. Okay, so when you will plot the box plot for all these three variable, so median, quartile, IQR, potential outliers, distribution is separate. So all this information you are, if you are using the box plot, you are not required above images. Only box plot is enough to get all the information. Okay, so also it is mandatory. It is also required to use. So which plot is more meaningful for your data set? Okay, this is your choice, but you must be familiar all type of choices which are available and which we can use for data science. Only then these make some sense. This will help you to understand the data set and what are the meaning of using all these insight which you are using for visualization. Okay, so this is the step-by-step process. So first we are required what type of the options and functions are available for us. And when we are dealing with the real data set to find out some insight, then this will help us why we are using all these. Okay, till now, the functions which we are using, we are till now not able to use any statistical method. Just we are understanding the data set. Okay, the file is very long. File is very long. Just we are checking and we are trying to understand the information inside our data set. This is very, very important. Okay. So see here, we are using for all the graph, plt dot figure size is same. Then SNS dot boxplot. We are using SNS library. And here you can see the title and plt dot x label. Okay, x label is necessary here. Okay, so yes, you can see the box plot here is there are two type of box plot. One is vertical and other is horizontal. So this is the horizontal box plot. Okay, so this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value, this is the first quartile. This is the complete box. Okay, so the left corner is first quartile. Okay, this is the second quartile. This is the third quartile. Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay. So, and the height, the length of this, now this is in horizontal type. Okay. So from this value to this value, the length of this one is IQR, interquartile range, which is equal to Q3 minus Q1. Okay. So all the formulas and the methods which we are using, I share with you. So in the coming sessions by tomorrow, first we will cover all the formulas. Okay. So many formulas we have discussed, but mathematically or their expression and Cartesius type or correlation. So the values which we are observing there numerically and what will be the impact. So first when we will study and discuss all these type of the visualization which can help us to understand the data set. Okay, so box plot we have discussed already in the I think previous session. So and cheat sheet of related to all these I have shared with you. So this is the real visualization of from the data set, and you can see there is no outliers from this line to upward and from this line to left side. There is no value which are outliers. So this is data is very clean. There is no outliers for this data set. Similarly, we can have the second graph. Okay, this is for box plot of billing amount. Okay, so this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value, and you can see the range. You can see the range. Okay, so then after this is the first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. This is the for third variable, room numbers. Okay, then calculate IQR. Okay, the formula is given here. How you can calculate IQR? Okay, so this is the Q1. Q1 is 25%. 25% of the data is Q1 and 75% of the data is Q3, and IQR will be equal to Q3 minus Q1. Q3 minus Q1, this is IQR. If you are required to count lower and upper, for lower, this is the formula Q1 minus, if you want to calculate this value, for this value, how you can do? This value we have, this is Q1. We calculate by using Q1, but we want to calculate this value. So this is the formula. Q1 minus 1.5 product IQR. IQR means this one. Okay, Q1, Q3 minus Q1. This is the IQR. And if you want to calculate this value, upper. Okay, Q3 plus 1.5 into IQR. Okay, so by using these, we can calculate. And if you want to count, okay, so this is the DF, how many counts are lower or outliers. We need to count the outliers. Okay, are there any values on the left side of this and on the right hand side of this one? So this is the way how you can do DF column less than lower, and this is or DF column greater than up dot sum. So this will give us count, and this is the outlier summary dot append you will use here, and then you can see Q1, Q3, IQR, lower bound, upper bound, potential outliers. All these information will be there because at this place we calculate all these. Q1 we calculated this is the Q3, IQR, all these we have calculated. So we are required to return the outlier summary append. Okay, so when you will execute, and this is the pd.summary, and here you can see potential outliers. You can see all these are 0. There's no outlier. Okay, this is the upper bound, these are the lower bound, this is the IQR, this is Q3, this is Q1, these are the variable. Okay, so in this way we can calculate all these. Any doubt? Dear participant, any doubt? Okay, there are many things in this file. Okay, so I will stop here, and this is the variant type. What is this one? I will share this file. Okay, so the similar type, just like we are using box plot. So this part white, you can see this is Q2, this is Q1, this is Q2, this point is lower, this is maximum, this is lower point, minimum, and this is the maximum. Okay, so the other values which you can see above and below, these are some like if there is any outliers. So on you can see here cancer, obesity, diabetes, asthma, hypertension, arthritis. So far these all you can see are these. Okay, this is the group box plot. Okay, so you this information which you can observe here, you can easily go through. These are scatter plot are also there. So I request please try this entire file. Okay, some partially when we will join in the coming session tomorrow. So once we will cover this file. So when you use all other type of the data set, okay, so this will help you. So this is all about the today's session. If you have any question, please, you can ask from me. So partially I'm not able to cover because there is a huge information in this file. pair plot are also there. Okay, these are the pair plot. Then you can see correlation analysis is also there. Okay, this is the you can say this is the correlation heat map. Okay, so all these are the visualization of the data set only. When is the next class? Tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow in the coming session, we will discuss all these which I left here. Okay, so you must also, if you have some time, you must try to cover all these. Okay, and if you there is will be any question, we will discuss. Okay, so first we will, if you are able to cover this entire file, because we need some more time. Okay, and this is completely all the operations you can apply, and check all this one by one in your file. And this file I'm going to share so that sometimes I forget. Yesterday I forget to share the file. So first I will share the file with you in the WhatsApp group. Then after I will close the session.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Gaurav. क्या हाल चाल?
Sir. अच्छा sir. Sorry, sir. Due to some technical issue, I'm late and I missed your lecture today.
Okay,
So,
okay. No problem, no problem.
so sir, so sir, from where we will get your videos from YouTube or?
Yes, recording is there. I will share the recording link. Okay, the recording is there.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so now we are dealing with the real data set. The file. Okay, you have already, I think, CSV file, and one file is missing, that is healthcare data visualization. Okay, I'm sharing this file. I should download the file. This will be better. Download. Yes. So I again share
Thank you, sir.
both the file in your WhatsApp group, and you must try all these. Okay. So this is the download, and yes, this file and this file both are in your WhatsApp group. You must try all this content. If you are able to cover this content, partially I have covered, partially there are some more. So, and along with we need some fundamental concept must be clear. So tomorrow also all the concept which we miss here, theoretical part, we will cover that part also. Okay, so try all this pile data set which, yes ma'am, this is the same data set. Okay, the healthcare data set which I shared previously, the same data set I'm using here. Okay, no problem. So this is the Excel sheet. I think the data set is XLS. So try the previous one. Okay, if you are using Excel, then you have to convert. Otherwise, the CSV file is also there in the WhatsApp group. So here I use only CSV file. Okay, so you also will try to use the CSV only. Okay, so thank you very much for the today's session. If you have any question, please. Do you have any question? अरे भाई कुछ बोला करो आप भी.
Thank you, sir.
कुछ बोला करो ना. You should speak.
It's fine, sir. Yes.
Yes, Dr. Shyam.
Yes, sir. Yes.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay, any question, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I will try, sir. The file. Yes, I will try.
Yes, I share the file in the WhatsApp group. You can see a
Yes.
CSV file is there and Excel file is also there.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, and the Jupyter file is also there in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
So please give me feedback how the sessions are going on.
It's perfectly fine, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So regular feedback from your side and question from your side are more important. Thank you. Thank you to all.
Thank you.
Yeah. And good night. Tomorrow we will resume the meeting at the same time.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to save the new healthcare data sheet, and the save as type shows excel.sheet.8. No problem with that?
Is there any question? Please try to use CSV file. Okay. The inside to read the file, I use CSV function. Okay.
Okay.
If you are using XLS file, then you have to replace that one.
Okay.
So you must try first CSV file. Okay. Actually, when we are using CSV file, it is quite easy to use and there is no any kind of the technical error. Okay. So all of the
Okay.
data scientists always use CSV file. Okay. Size is very small
Okay.
and all type of the operations and this also directly interconnect with the data frame. So there is no
So
any
if I
kind of
am
technical issue when we are using CSV file and very lightweight also.
okay, so that means if, for example, I have
Yeah,
another
yes.
file, I should save it in CSV.
Yeah,
.csv.
yes. I share both the files. CSV file is there and XLS file is also there.
Excel file is there. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
before starting the session, the file I will share, that is a CSV file. So you will
Yes, I
try.
used it. I used the
Yeah.
CSV as I follow what you are doing, and it
Okay.
works.
Okay.
Okay, thank
So
you.
if there is any question or any challenge, you can ask again. You can just take the screenshot and share in the WhatsApp group. I will immediately reply there if there is any
Okay.
problem. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.